Hello and welcome to Inside Iona, our final episode of Season 2. I'm Kyle Byrne.
And I'm Chrissy Bookie. Here's a look at what's happening inside Iona.
The Iona community raised over $62,000 for cancer research.
Iona College President and First Lady established a new scholarship.
It was spring weekend at Iona and Maral Kathwari has an exclusive interview.
Anthony Carlo has our IC Gale Sports Report and Cassie Lina has the Entertainment Spotlight.
All this and more in this episode of Inside Iona. For the last few weeks, Iona has been celebrating the college's 75th anniversary. It started April 9th with an opening kickoff ceremony in the Mulcahy Gym. Students carried placards marking every year since the college's founding. Faculty, students, and alumni spoke about what Iona means to them.
So today we're really kicking off Heritage Week, and we're kicking off the celebration of the 75th year, which we're going to be celebrating all year. And we wanted to get expressions from various constituents of the college. So we saw the dancers, and we heard from the instrumentalists, the pipers, and we had the music and ministry choir, and we had Burton Kinney and his brother Blake perform. And all those different performers and different reflectors from various classes, just to speak about the totality of what the Iona experience is. And I think what we heard is that Iona is a very, very special place, and that we're all blessed to be here and to share in the great heritage of scholarship and service of the college.
Should force be used to protect human rights abroad? That was a topic of debate on April 9th in the Aragoni Center. Two teams were comprised of Iona students joined by Cambridge University students. The Cambridge Union Debate Team is the oldest continuously running debating society in the world. The event was part of Iona's 75th anniversary celebration.
So we've been in America for about 2.5 weeks. We've been to 8 different colleges. This is the 9th debate we've done. So basically we just kind of rocked up, didn't have anything prepared, and we prepared this afternoon. Normally we get 15 minutes before a debate, so just even having a couple of hours was kind of a luxury. So yeah, we sort of prepped a case, and here we are.
However, simply, this is not a justification. On that point? No, thank you. This is not a justification for standing idly by whilst entire ethnic groups are being put into mass graves.
What are my feelings on debating against one of the most well-known debating society in the world? Pretty nervous, actually quite terrified, but I'm really excited at the opportunity for an intercultural exchange. It's really nice to meet people your age with the same, values and goals that you do. And to be able to share that with one another, it's a really exciting experience. My team's been great, and we've gotten along with the Cambridge people just fine. I have 4 new friends, so I'm really excited to share in this opportunity.
On April 16th and 17th, the Iona College Dance Ensemble had its annual spring performance in the Christopher J. Murphy Auditorium. This performance was dedicated to the late Catherine Mapp to honor her legacy. The opening piece, titled Return to a Meadow, a Dance in 4 Parts, was choreographed by Catherine Theron, the current director of the dance ensemble. Throughout the rest of the performance, there were pieces recreated from the choreography of Catherine Mapp by the dance ensemble as well as alumni. As for myself, being a member of the Iona College Dance Ensemble this year was a true honor. IC-TV spoke with Catherine Theron and her students about their beautiful performance.
So this season, we are honoring the legacy of Professor Catherine Mapp, who founded the Iona College Dance Ensemble and who has led this ensemble for many, many years with great integrity and enthusiasm. And she has led dancers to find a new sense of themselves and a new way of expressing themselves through movement.
I think the biggest challenge was trying to learn the dances as a group based on a DVD. We had to use the DVD to see what the previous year had done. And basically when it's shot in reverse. So you have to learn all the steps in reverse and then put put them in the right order. And then not only that, it was really hard to make it your own because it was already a piece that's done. And so you're trying to add your own emotion to it without copying what the person before you did exactly.
Well, you know, as a class, we started at the beginning of this semester and we really put a lot into what we are presenting to the audience. We've worked very hard. We've, you know, worked a lot of hours, and we really put something into these dances that really show emotion and really tell a story, and we're very excited, and I know I'm very excited to show off what we have put together and kind of share a little piece of our world with the audience.
According to a recent campus press release, President Nair and his wife Kelly Nair have pledged a $100,000 gift to establish the Nair Family Endowed Scholarship Fund. It's for students and to underwrite annual faculty awards. This is part of Iona's fundraising initiative called the Iona Forever campaign. It's designed to raise funds for student scholarships, endowed professorships, and campus buildings. The campaign went public last month. ICTV sat down with Iona's First Lady and asked why she and her husband established the family scholarship. Srishti Gadril is a senior at Iona College. She's an above-average student who cannot afford the cost of college on her own, so she works multiple jobs to pay off her loans.
So this summer I had 3 jobs. I tutored, I waitressed, and I interned 38 hours a week.
And her time is limited for these jobs. Srishti is a student campus minister, a 15-hour-a-week responsibility. Plus, she's in a sorority. It's stressful for her. She has barely any time to sleep and study.
It is really stressful, especially this semester. I feel like I do everything but study. So what I usually do is like my commute from here to my internship is half an hour. So I try to like write a paragraph or essay or something like that, and I literally sleep like 3 to 4 hours a day.
Iona College recognizes the financial burden of the cost of college. Speaking at a town hall meeting to students, Iona President Dr. Joseph Nair said the school's priority is to lower the cost of tuition and raise the amount of scholarships.
That for 4 consecutive years, the college has decreased the tuition increases, curbed tuition increases, and raised the level of scholarship funding. This year, we gave away $45 million in scholarships.
To further assist students, the president and his wife recently announced the Nair Family Endowed Scholarship Fund. They've pledged $100,000 as part of Iona's Forever campaign. It's for student scholarships, endowed professorships, and campus buildings. ICTV sat down with Iona's First Lady and asked why her and her husband created the scholarship.
Since arriving at Iona 4 years ago, one of Joe's primary focuses has been college affordability, and one reason that we want to start this scholarship is to help make college more affordable for students.
As difficult as it is for Srishti now, paying for school on her own, she sees an added benefit. She told me that she spends 80 hours a week between school and work, and she's looking forward to graduation and her first full-time job, only working 40 hours a week. For ICTV News, I'm Kyle Byrne.
Every year in April, Iona participates in an annual event known as Light It Up Blue. It celebrates World Autism Awareness Day. Back in 2007, the United Nations adopted April 2nd as the day to shine a bright light on autism as a growing global health crisis. Autism is one of 3 health issues to be recognized with its own day by the United Nations. The Iona community gathered on campus to celebrate and give a voice to people with autism.
The Edmund Rice Society, along with various other student organizations on campus, are sponsoring a autism awareness event for National Autism Awareness Month. It's called Light It Up Blue. We are having a walk on campus to support and raise funds for autism awareness. Proceeds are going to Autism Speaks, a national organization. We also have a couple representatives from the Best Buddies program here at school. They're here to join the students and raise some money and funds for a great cause.
Now here's Anthony Carlo with his last IC Gale Sports Report.
Hello and welcome everybody to your Iona Gale Sports Report. I'm Anthony Carlo. The Iona College men's baseball team has had a bit of a skid of late, losing its 6th straight contest. In Jamaica, Queens, the Gales took on St. John's, hoping to get back on track after a clobbering at the hands of Lehigh 11-1. On the bump for Iona was junior Max Bruckner, and the Gales would get him the support he needed early on, leading 3-1 after 3 innings. The Red Storm struck in the fourth, knotting the game up at 3 off of Bruckner. He tossed 4 innings, giving up 3 runs on 8 hits. Giuliano scored the go-ahead run in the 7th on a wild pitch, and the Gales, looking like they had this one in the bag, would see St. John's walk off in the bottom of the 9th with a win. After tying the game back up, a sac fly from DH Anthony Brocato played the winning run, dropping Iona to 7-11, and next to last place in the MAC. Right-handed pitcher John Didino took the loss, appearing in the 9th inning. On the very opposite side of the spectrum, the Iona College softball team had a 6-game winning streak until they met up with Rutgers. That winning streak was snapped, and the Gales had only 2 hits on the day, both from shortstop Katie Newton. For St. John's, Stephanie Huang had the biggest day of them all, knocking in 3 RBIs. Dresden Maddox got the win, pitching 5 innings and giving up no runs on 2 hits. Christine Costello took the loss for Iona, giving up 1 run on 3 hits in 2 innings. The women's lacrosse team dropped the last contest of its year 8-7 at the hands of Monmouth. Erin Pugh led the Gales with 3 goals, but it was Claudia Lamarca and the Hawks that got the upper edge by a slim 1-goal margin. Lamarca had also 3 goals on the day. The Gales finished 2-6 on the season. And it's time for me to finish as well. Thank you once again for tuning into the Iona College Gale Sports Report. I will see you next time.
Thanks, Anthony. On May 6th, there was a ribbon-cutting ceremony for 3 new science labs in Cornelia Hall. The labs will house astrology, biology, and chemistry. Also on May 6th, there was a groundbreaking ceremony for the new dorm on North Avenue.
And then here we are today, 75 years later, at the dawn of our 75th year, cutting the ribbon on new labs in the very same building. So it's appropriate and it's wonderful, and I think it speaks volumes about this college's dedication and recognition that the sciences play a critical role in a liberal arts education.
Iona made a commitment to our students, and that was to provide higher quality and more housing options to help improve student life. This is that commitment. I'm grateful the students helped design the building. This is your college, this is your building. And it also helps the community, because on the first floor of the building will be restaurants and retail space. So we're going to have food service come back to this location, and that's open to the entire community, just like our former diner was open to the community.
On April 18th, Iona held its 2nd annual Relay for Life, sponsored by the American Cancer Society. The event started at 5 p.m. and ended at 5 a.m. with over 500 participants and 37 teams. The Colleges Against Cancer Committee was in charge of handling the event and also organized activities throughout the night. One event that everyone looked forward to the most was the haircutting at midnight. Brave students lined up to cut off 8 inches or more and donated it to an organization that helps make wigs for cancer patients who have lost their hair. Iona's Relay for Life raised over $62,000, almost double the amount raised last year.
So tonight is Iona's 2nd annual Relay for Life. Right now it's about 9 o'clock at night almost, and we're $500 away from raising $50,000. So it's really, really awesome. We finished our survivor ceremony, so we invited survivors to speak and to read a poem and just to celebrate all of their accomplishments and milestones. After that, we started with our student performers. Different clubs and organizations made teams. We have 37 teams, and all of those teams have fundraisers individually. So people are selling different snacks and foods and playing different games and charging money for it, so that all the money will go to our Relay for Life to hopefully hit our goal. So it's been really, really awesome. The entire Iona community has really come together, and as a school, to support each other, to raise all the money and awareness, and it's been really, really awesome to be part of.
Yeah, it's really great to see like the Iona community come together and relay for those that can't relay all night. It's just been very inspirational watching everybody come together. So,
April 18th was Accepted Students Day at the college. We welcomed the class of 2019. The college offered a tour of campus, chances to meet faculty and current students, and even got a one-on-one financial aid consultation. The energy that was brought to campus that morning was so positive. You could see the excitement from smiles and laughters of the students. Again, welcome class of 2019.
I chose to come to Iona because being from Connecticut, Iona is far enough away from home that my family can't visit me, but it's close enough to home that I can go back to my family anytime I want, and it's really close to the city, so there's a lot of great opportunities for me there.
I thought it was a nice school. I looked up the campus and stuff. And I watched them once in a basketball game. They were playing BYU, and I was like, yo, they have really cool uniforms. So I was like, I want that team to win.
At the end of April, the Iona College Theater Ensemble performed Tennessee Williams's The Glass Menagerie. The Iona College Theater Ensemble was directed by Professor Thomas Donorama and performed by 2 casts of 4 talented students. The characters are based on Williams himself, his mother, and sister Laura. An aging Southern mother yearns for a better life for her children. Her son Tom has dreams of his own and escapes from his job at a warehouse and an oppressive life at home. ICTV spoke with a few of the performers about the characters they played and the rehearsals leading up to the performance weekend.
Hi, my name is Amanda Minetta, and I played Amanda Wingfield in The Glass Menagerie, and I absolutely love this experience. I learned so much. I have to say that it was one of the most challenging roles I've ever played, but I learned a lot from it, and I will always treasure this moment and this show.
Hi, my name's Amy Wirt. I'm a senior here at Iona, and I just played the part of Laura Wingfield in The Glass Menagerie. This was the most challenging part I've ever played. Laura has a limp. She's got crippling social anxiety. I had to have a Southern accent. There were so many things that went into this part, but I loved every second of the challenge. This was my last performance with the Iona College Theater Ensemble. It's my 5th and final one, and it was a great part to go out on. And I'm going to miss all my cast members. The best part about this whole process is seeing them every day, coming here, rehearsing, late nights, early mornings, but they make it all worth it. And I'm extremely grateful to them and to Professor Donorama, and I can't wait to see what happens for the theater ensemble in the future.
This past weekend, the Gale's Activities Board hosted the annual spring weekend here on campus. Friday night included a comedy act from MTV's Guy Code, Chris DiStefano. Starting at 3 p.m. Saturday afternoon was Gale Jam that featured bands, ziplining by Mazzella Field that even President Nyer wrote on, character drawings, personalized license plates, glitter tattoos, a photo booth, and of course, food. Later that night is what the students were really looking forward to the most, the Paint You Party in the Mulcahy Gym. Finishing off the weekend on Sunday was the annual Gale Guts competition that took place all over campus. The winner was a combined team of Loftus Lowers and Eastchester Apartments.
Hey guys, I'm here with Chris DiStefano from MTV's Guy Code. Chris, so I noticed you have like a doctorate in physical therapy. How did you get into comedy?
Did you notice it? It's on me?
Yeah.
How did I get into comedy? I think I was always weird as a kid, and my friends were always telling me you should do comedy, and I wanted to become a stand-up comedian. At the time I was maybe like 18, 19 years old, and I knew that I needed to transition. The transition into comedy would be difficult, so I was like, let me go get a regular job first that would make it easy for me to become a comedian if I'm, good enough. And so I became a physical therapist.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Here's Cassie Lino with a look at Entertainment Spotlight.
Thank you, Kyle and Chrissy. On Saturday, May 2nd, Britain's Prince William and Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, gave birth to baby number 2, a healthy baby girl. The newborn princess's name was confirmed a few days later as Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, the baby's official title being Her Royal Highness Princess Charlotte of Cambridge. Princess Charlotte is now 4th in line for the British throne. Students here at Iona were excited to hear about the news of the newborn royal baby.
The royal baby was very exciting, especially it being a girl, and also because they already had Prince George already, so now they have Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana. So it's very exciting time, especially for England, and I was expecting, though, the name would be a little bit different. I thought maybe Elizabeth would come first, or Diana, but good for them.
On a special edition of ABC News 2020 that aired Friday, April 24th, Bruce Jenner sat down with Diane Sawyer for an exclusive interview. This was Jenner's first time publicly opening up about his transition into a woman. The 65-year-old Olympian admits he has been living a lie and has been struggling with his identity since he was about 8 years old. From the interview, we learned that Jenner has been transitioning since the 80s, but will now go through a complete transition. Iona students gave their reactions to Jenner's public announcement.
I completely support Bruce Jenner in his transition. It's good to see that there's going to be trans rights activists in the media more often now, and I'm really happy to see that.
Well, I'll tell you, I watched the full 2-hour interview, and I think it says something about where we're coming in terms of human relations and the evolution of people understanding each other and the freedom for people to express who they are and who they want to be. I think, and hopefully he will lead sort of that charge in making sure that folks that have gender questions are really able to answer them freely and can live their lives in the ways that they want.
And lastly, pro skateboarder and now reality star Rob Derrick raised the bar high for those ready to propose to their significant others. Derrick popped the question to girlfriend Brianna Noel Flores during her favorite show at Disneyland, the Aladdin musical. Rob got the entire cast involved and even took a play on the musical by asking the genie for 3 wishes. The last wish was a gift that would show his girlfriend that his love for her was forever, and the genie granted it by giving him a beautiful diamond ring. Students seem very excited about the announcement.
We're very happy for Rob Dyrdek. He's actually very creative doing it with Disneyland with the whole Aladdin theme. But I'm very happy for him. I hope everything works out well for him and his girlfriend, and I wish him the best of luck.
That's all for entertainment, and for one last time reporting for ICTV, I'm Cassie Lina. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Cassie. Hey, Chrissy, what are your summer plans?
I guess I just am going to work here on campus rather than going back home to Jersey, and I'm actually taking a summer class too.
Oh, very nice. Well, ICTV roamed the campus asking students what they plan on doing for the summer.
Well, I'm probably going to catch up on some sleep, finally get the nice 8 hours again, work a summer job, get my money back, you know, from spending all that unnecessary money this semester, and also I'm just going to catch up with a lot of my old friends. They're coming home, so we're going to do a lot of things and really reconnect for our first year of college. That has come to an end.
I'm going to be living in my off-house apartment on Coligny, a house on Coligny. I'm going to be working orientations here in the summer, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
My plans are to be here, do classes, and also find a job, hopefully full-time. I'm going to be working here during the summer. Hopefully sometime during the fall I'll find something full-time. If it doesn't work out, then sometime in January of 2016 of next year, I'll find something full-time.
Well, I plan to be here at Iona for some of the summer to give tours. I also have a job at City Hall in New Rochelle. It'll be my 5th year there, just doing office work for the school district. And also catch up on some sleep and not do any work.
I'm going to have 3 internships, and I'm going to go to England with my father.
Well, that's a wrap for Season 2 of Inside Iona. This is a very bittersweet moment for me as I am signing off for the last time. I created this show last year hoping to give our audience a window into Iona, and I hope I succeeded in that. We have received great feedback from students, faculty, and administration, as well as the general public who watch Inside Iona on cable TV. As for me, when I graduate, I'll be moving to La Plata, Argentina to teach English and to develop a TV and radio station at a private high school. I'm passing the torch to you, Chrissy, as the new president of ICTV and lead anchor of Inside Iona. It has been such a pleasure working with you. You have so much talent, and I know you're going to do amazing things in the future. And I remember working on our first story together, which was the opening of East Hall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so blessed to call you my friend, and thank you for everything you've done.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also like to bring 2 very special people who have inspired, guided, and supported us in ICTV. These are our faculty advisors, Nadine Cosby and Michael Witch. Thank you for everything you've done.
Hello.
Well, signing off for the last time, I'm Kyle Byrne.
And I'm Chrissy Bookie. Thanks so much to the Digital Production Workshop for helping us record these last segments of Inside Iona. You can watch all of our shows this season on YouTube and cable TV. I'll see you here in September for Season 3 of Inside Iona.